Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to put a hitch on the Cybertruck. I bought a few different hitches. We're going to kind of compare how it all goes. Show you how to take off the plate first, which is fairly simple, but you do need a screwdriver. Get up under here and loosen, and then this should just pop right off. And you got your hitch receiver, your plug-ins underneath here. So let's get started. So first we have this typical 3-ball, different sizes. I'm gonna install this one first. Bought that from Home Depot for about $50. So you get it in there. And this was a locking hitch pin. Cost about an extra 20 bucks. So about 70 bucks for this one. But let's put it in. All right. So as you can see with this one, this ball is like 1.5 inches from the truck itself, which does not leave you a lot of room to get it hooked up. My dad's Hummer, his hitch sticks out to right about here, so that if you put this ball on here, it would be an extra like 4 inches out, which works fine for his, but not for mine. Also, it's got a decent amount of wiggle in it, but acceptable. So this one is a drop hitch from Amazon. Supposedly 11,000 pounds, which is the towing capacity of the truck. So let's get this one in there. Came with 2 locking pins. One short one, one long one. The short one is not long enough to go all the way through here. So the short one is meant to hook it up to the truck. So we got it in there, furthest from the body, and see how much, I don't know if you can see that, but see how much of that sticks out? Cannot get the key out. That is a little too short, so kind of useless. Anyway, we're gonna use the other one that I bought from Home Depot to secure this at least. Okay, and keys out. So this one's a little longer, a little looser, but it works fine. And now we're gonna put the ball on. And this just slides over the top. We need to take this off first. Slides like that. So we might right about there. Put this on. Take your keys out. But this thing has a lot of play in it. I do not feel totally confident towing a boat down the road with that. So, bought another different one. So this one again came with its own pin. This one's actually long enough, so I'm not going to need this one. So this one's just a little bit different. This one, you put this metal piece on first, and then you put these 3 rubber dampeners. Supposed to make it quieter and fit better. So then put that in, and the pin. Must have to loosen this a little bit. Bolt in here. That's what keeps it tight with the dampeners. There we go. Put this on. Okay. Key out. All right, from there, we have to tighten this, make sure these are all lined up. So then, yeah, tighten. Okay. That's about as tight as it goes. And then we're gonna put the ball on. This just has little pins, but put it where we want it. So right there. There. Put these locking pins on. And we're done. But this thing, even with the dampeners, it's still pretty loose. I don't like that. So we have one more product to try out. Get this thing off. Right. Okay. There we go. Alright, we got that off. Now I gotta loosen this though, because this is holding it on pretty tight. Okay. Get this pin out, there we go. Alright. So, last but not least, we have Rhino USA Heavy Duty Tightener. Alright, let's try this thing out. So for this one, I'm gonna use this hitch, because this is actually the one I like the best as far as looks. But let's give it a shot. So first off, this goes in like this. Put the pin. Pin in there, leave room for the lock. Okay. There we go. And then this thing goes over the top like so. And then this plate goes on like this. And put this on next. And then washer. Spring washer. This. Okay. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Snug that finger tight for now. Alright. Hey, let me see if I can find a wrench. One thing I didn't bring.
One eternity later.
Well, found some channel. That'll do it. Okay, that should be tight enough. All right, let's put this on. Lock on there. There we go. So, no play in this anymore at all. Tiny bit with the ball, but I feel pretty confident in that. That's just the ball. So there you have it. This is the setup that I'm going to leave on my truck.